Am I the asshole for walking off stage after a drunk fan jumped up and tried to sing with me, even though I was mid-set? Jeez, we starting like this with the horror stories? I already feel sorry for you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Am I the Asshole Music Stories episode. If it's your first time here, you should know I do this for the overlooked, the underbooked, and the overprepared. You're not solo in this, you're just meticulous. It was supposed to be a chill local showcase. I had a clean 20-minute slot, full band, sound check was tight. The crowd wasn't huge, but it was good energy. The kind of room where eye contact actually matters. Hey, I ain't gonna front with you. These type of shows intimidate the mess out of me because it's so intimate, it's so close. Like you can actually feel people looking at you. Now, after a while, I do loosen up and I start to interact with that crowd, but small showcases where, you're on a stool, you got your acoustic set or you got a full band and people are right there at the foot of the stage looking at you dead. If you haven't rehearsed like you should have, that could be nerve-wracking. So I have to applaud you for doing that and loving that type of environment. I like the big shows where it's so many people looking at you, it doesn't even feel like they're looking at you. That's just me and my preference. I'm halfway through my set, performing one of my slower emotional joints. The kind where people pull their phones out and sway a little. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where's my actual phone? I want to actually do this. Yeah, one of those. Hey, that's dope. That's an actual dope thing. I'm locked in, dialed into the lyrics, focused. Then it happens. Ooh. Then what happens? Is this where the drunk person comes in? From stage right, this woman stumbles up the stairs. Not staff, not security, a full-blown stranger. Solo mission. Get out of here. Not only is this a small showcase, I'm assuming it's your personal showcase. Like you put this together yourself. And this person was just allowed to get up on stage. I gotta question the venue you were in and how much vetting you did of the security, because this should have never happened. She's holding a beer in one hand and an unlit Black and Mild in the other. Eyes glazed like a Krispy Kreme sign. Damn. Yo, she was 3 sheets. Let me set the stage here. So she was outside smoking her Black and Mild. She heard your song, got juiced, and just ran inside. Put the Black and Mild out and ran inside and jumped on stage with you. Oh, that's terrible. Before I can react, she grabs the second mic on stage, the one the engineer muted after sound check, and starts singing with me. Oh, this is getting worse by the second. This really happened? I'm so sorry. Except it's not even the same song. Not even the same song, fam. Oh, they should have cut her off. You know what? I kind of want to blame the bartenders. They should have cut this person off. If they're that drunk, it could be a little liability for the venue itself. Except it's not even the same song. She starts doing karaoke to Beyoncé's Halo. I'm literally doing a song about childhood trauma. Farfik Nugan. Jesus. She is really twisted. She just saw her opportunity to get on stage and do what she wanted to do. Ooh, this is a drunk night. I don't think I've ever dealt with somebody this drunk on stage before. I've dealt with drunk bystanders, like one show in particular. It was me and my guy Shy Light, rest in peace. As we were going, there was this one white gentleman in the front. I don't think he was really a hip hop head. His selection was very limited, but he kept screaming out Beastie Boys, No Sleep in Brooklyn. So what I did was I jumped off stage and I put my arm around him and I started singing my hook, giving him all the attention he wanted. But I haven't had anybody drunk enough to get on stage with me. That's a new one. The band doesn't know what to do. The drummer stops playing. The bassist starts laughing. I try to keep going, thinking security's gonna swoop in, but nobody moves. So now I get a better understanding of what this venue is like. I think whatever you do in this situation, you're justified because nobody's caring about the atmosphere you're trying to set, especially if security won't step in. They see this is happening. And there's no way you could look at this and be like, oh, this is part of the show. It's tacky. And again, yeah, I'm sorry for you. The sound guy's just watching. The host is filming. And the crowd, phones out, eating it up. Damn, and your host starts filming. See, that's where, okay, I'm also a host. I know I do all these random jobs. As a host, if you see somebody impeding with the artist act, if they're messing with the vibe, it's your job to get up there and reset the tone. No, this is not ideal, and you don't ever think something like this will actually happen. But when you see that actually transpiring, you get up there and you take Shorty off stage, and you remind them, hey, this is a showcase. I mean, you paid money not to get on stage, but to watch the performance. You're not supposed to get on stage and do this. And then kick this person out. They clearly have had too much to drink. Damn, that's messed up. And then the crowd pulls their phones out? This is nightmare central. Now it's a viral moment. She starts spinning in slow motion like she's in a music video. I'm sorry. I know, I get that this is probably traumatic as hell for on your story, but I could just imagine Shorty with the bottle in her hand just, oh shit, my bad, continue. Then she trips on the stage monitor and almost takes me down with her. Beer spills on my pedal board. I step back, I shake my head, I walk it off. This is a nightmare. I know I shouldn't be laughing at you. And I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at Shorty who's doing it, but it's happening during your set. If this video exists, try to send it to me some kind of way, because I would, you gotta laugh at this. You gotta laugh at this eventually. I'm sorry. I walk it off, not in a diva way, not even angry, just defeated. I waited all week for this show, and now I'm being upstaged by someone who thinks she's auditioning for American Idol Liquor Edition. All right, that was a funny line, but yeah, that's difficult. You've practiced, you've rehearsed, you've done all the things you're supposed to do during the week getting ready for this show, and then all of a sudden, some drunk bystander messes up all of that, and there's nothing you could really do about it. Yeah, I understand the feeling of being defeated, because you can't get that moment back, especially during your song that's about childhood trauma. I know I had some fun laughing on the last one, but damn, I do truly apologize for this happening. After the show, a few people came up to me saying I was unprofessional for leaving the stage. Get out of here. People actually told you were unprofessional. Stop. That's cap. That is, I would have laid into those people, because I'm being unprofessional for some drunk, because I walked off stage. After the show, a few people came up saying I was unprofessional for leaving the stage, that I should have played along or used it as a viral moment. See, and like you said beforehand, you worked all week to set this show up, to create the vibe during this moment, and somebody came and messed it up. Bystanders will never understand that. People in the crowd will never understand the work that goes into a show, for those who really do put in the work. And that's why I say the crowd don't care. They don't. They paid their money. They want to see the show. And this, for them, was part of the show. They have a point in that you should have used the virality of it. But I'm in your defense. This could have been avoided if security was on standby, if the host was actually attentive to their job, and the sound man knew to just cut everything off and wait until things got reset. However you reacted to this person telling you you're unprofessional, you're justified. But from my view, I worked hard to craft a real set, and it turned into a drunk karaoke night with surprise backup dancers. You got a sense of humor. You worked really hard for this, and somebody just came and messed it up in a span of, let's say, 2 minutes, because that twirl, I'm sure it took a second for them to complete, or maybe not, because they could have damaged. I didn't even think about this. They could have damaged your stuff. You said beer spilled on your pedals, right? On your pedal board, bruh. They could have messed up your stuff. I hope you got some money for that. So, am I the asshole for walking off stage after a wild drunken fan interrupted my performance, even though the crowd thought it was hilarious? So, no, ma'am, you are not. You are far from the asshole in this situation. The real asshole in this situation, I think, is the security. No, let's start here. The bartender for one, because they overserved that customer. Security for two, because they allowed somebody to get on stage, and that could have been an issue for the venue had this person had ill intent. The host was the asshole for not actually doing his job. It sounds like the host cared more about their own reputation than the curation of the night. Final was the engineer. Like I said before, they should have killed off the power. They should have shut everything down, turn off the lights, so people know this is not supposed to be happening. The issue comes into play when nobody moves a muscle. And the bystanders, like I said, the crowd don't care. They just see it as the show. Whether it goes as planned or something like this happens, it's all entertainment for them, especially the stark contrast of you doing an emotional ballad and them coming up singing Beyonce's Halo. Drunk and out of key. It's all entertainment for them. So unless you actually, as the engineer who controls all the things from the back, set the precedence like, hey, this is not part of the show, turn everything down, kill off the lights, so the security can come in and do their job. The host can come back up and reset the tone, and the bartender can properly eject them from the facility. Ma'am, you are not the asshole. I applaud you sincerely for having the composure to walk off stage and keep your professionalism intact. You laughed it off. Now it sucks. Absolutely. We work really hard for these things, and to have somebody come up and mess it up in the span of 2 minutes, like I said, it's terrible. But again, I commend you for doing that. And I thank you so much for sharing this with us, because I know in the moment that probably was really heart-wrenching. Hopefully you got to do it again. Hopefully you got to get your lick back as far as with the with the host and the security and the bartender and the engineer. I hope you got some retribution some type of way. If this happens to you in the future, anybody watching, do what this young lady did, walk off stage. There's no reason for you to stay there and let the embarrassment continue. You did the right thing. There's nothing really I can say too much about that. I've never had this exact moment happen, but I think you handled it beautifully. That's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, when y'all get in there, please be nice. Hey, hold up. Before you go, if you enjoyed this Am I the Asshole story, please make sure you click the playlist on the screen. The rest of the stories go just as hard, and some of them a little bit harder than this one. I'm trying to give you these stories weekly and possibly faster, but I need y'all to keep watching. So click the playlist on the screen and stay tapped in. And hey, if you have a wild music story, don't hold back. Go ahead and click the link in the description and submit your Am I the Asshole moment. It could be your story I break down next. Tap in with me. You know I tap back. Peace.
Everything meticulous.